Who pays the commission for a real estate agent? That's the question behind a $400 million class action settlement that some say could upend the real estate market. Traditionally, the home seller pays both their listing agent and the buyer's agent out of the proceeds from a sale. But the National Association of Realtors agreed to settle a lawsuit which had argued that practice is unfair. So question one. What is changing? Right now, when a house goes on the market, agents post details of the commission with the house listing. So a buyer's agent knows up front how much money they'll make from each house. Because of the settlement, that will end this August. And the impact of that, which is already being felt, more buyers will be asked to sign a contract with their buyer's agents, spelling out how much the agents get paid in case a seller doesn't offer them commission.
That is a change that you'll see.
Anthony Lamacchia, owner of Massachusetts-based Lamacchia Realty, has spoken extensively on this topic and says buyer's agents will need to protect their work.
Buyer agents will have to tell the buyer what they want to charge, what they want to get paid. And then, depending upon what's offered, if anything, they'll have to sort that out at the time of negotiation, along with sorting out the closing date, the price that's agreed to, etc.
Do you envision that being a fixed dollar amount or a percentage?
Usually a percentage.
So that leads to question two. Do home sellers have to pay commission to a buyer's agent? No, and that's actually always been the case. Commissions are negotiable and always have been. Around here, they usually run about 5% of the home price, split between agents on both sides of the deal. Have sellers asked you about that?
So we've had our realtors are telling us that they've heard about that a few times here and there. Literally, we can count on one hand how many, and we have 600 realtors.
But with home prices breaking records and mortgage rates through the roof, Lamacchia warns home sellers who don't offer buyer commissions might find fewer buyers interested, which could mean a lower overall price. After all, it's hard enough to buy a home already without having to pay an agent out of your own pocket.
Buyers almost always take the path of least financial resistance, particularly first-time buyers. So when they're looking at homes, they're not going to go running to the home where they have to come out of pocket and pay their realtor in most cases.
Question three. Will the settlement lower housing prices? Some believe if commissions are cut, prices will be cut, but that's unlikely. Prices are a function of supply and demand, and there just isn't enough supply, which means more competition for the few houses out there.
It will not make it easier for a buyer to buy a home.
On any level.
No, it won't make it easier at all.